hit the jackpot. Did you think that you could camp out here and I wouldn't notice?
Uncle CC, do you think I could talk with you outside for just a moment?
No. Forget it, Courtney. I wouldn't want to rob CC of his favorite pastime, having me arrested.
You know, Courtney, I'm really disappointed in you.
But really, go on.
I expected a lot more from you, too. What have you got here, Lionel?
Boss, this isn't so much Lionel's doing as it is mine.
It's all of ours.
Look, Mr. C, I told you I had a friend who was in need of a legal guardian.
Yes, he is going to have a guardian and bread and water at least 3 times a week, unless you can come up with some old financial remuneration or something for the time spent trespassing on my property. How about $3,000 a day?
I gladly check into San Quentin before I let you take another cent from me.
You don't have a cent to take.
Not for long. Wait, right here. I'll be right back.
Juliet, no, wait.
Hello, Alice. You remember me? I met you at the hospital. I'm Kelly's father.
That's what I meant to tell you about.
What is this, honey?
Give that back to her, CC.
It's $3,000. It's what her mother left. It's all she has.
The judge isn't ready yet.
Now be calm, Santana. Remember, all's going to be well. I may never see Brandon again.
Of course you will.
How can they not charge me with assault now? I shot Gina in front of witnesses.
Santana, it was accidental. You didn't do it intentionally.
Santana, Mr. Timmons is being very understanding. No, I think you are being too good and too trusting to see through someone like Keith Timmons.
Well, I'm not.
Santana, no one wants to see you punished. No, Gina does. She'll ruin any chance I have. No, she won't. How can you stop her? Because I know her hidden heart.
You tell me Santana's hearing was going to be this morning.
Courthouse gossip is not a fringe benefit for sleeping with a district attorney. Sorry.
So are you going to crawl in there on your yellow belly and tell everybody that it's okay that Santana tried to turn me into a cripple for life?
You seem to be recovering just fine. Why don't you go home and rest?
No way. I'm going to show up in that courtroom in living, limping color. The judge won't be able to overlook me.
Whatever happens in the courtroom, you're not going to get Brandon back.
That's already taken care of. As long as Santana doesn't get him back in our clutches again. And I'm sure you're going to see that won't happen, right? Right? What do I have to do? Go out and shoot a few people to get your sympathy?
Get lost, okay? I'm meeting somebody here, and I don't want you around.
What's gotten into you? Is it that Lily lunatic and her charity chats? Something scares you. Who are you meeting? You got some kind of a deal you're making?
I said beat it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't introduce myself. My name is
Victoria Lane.
Yes,
You're doing that play at the Librero.
Yes.
And you had a TV show.
I used to have a TV show.
Oh, I never saw it.
I'm so glad.
Well, you don't seem to be under arrest. What are you doing here?
Well, actually, I'm from Santa Barbara. Mr. Castillo is an old friend of mine. Could I leave a message with you, or do you think you're going to be off work by the time he gets home?
Oh, I'm not the maid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm Eden Capwell.
Oh, Eden, Cruz told me all about you. I'm sorry. How nice to actually meet you.
Cruz told you about me?
Well, yes, he couldn't say enough. I saw him over at Buzz's, you know, that place around...
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Well, I've been looking for a place to rent for the duration of the play, and he was kind enough to take me around to look.
Oh, that's Cruz. Yeah. Did you find a place?
You know, actually, yes, I did. It's not too far from here. It's just on the beach. Well, I don't think you can see it because the houses are so far apart.
We like it. It's private.
Yeah, well, I just stopped by to tell him thanks, and if you could pass it on, I'd appreciate it. So nice meeting you.
Yeah. Listen, if you have a minute, you want to come in?
Oh, you look awfully busy.
No, that's okay. Come on in.
Okay.
Any friend of Cruz's is a friend of mine.
Alice, you keep this and you hold on to it tight. You don't give it to anyone, do you understand?
Alice, have you ever been on a boat? Pearl, would you take Alice to my boat? I want to have a word with Cece.
Sure. Lionel?
Okay. Now, Juliet, I'm not going to do anything I need a lawyer for, all right?
Yes, well, you may need a witness, so I am staying.
Alice, it isn't as big as this house, but you will have a room of your own.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that you're going to have her live here?
Go.
What were you going to do with that poor girl, huh?
What do you care? You washed your hands of her.
She was released in Lionel's custody from the hospital.
In Lionel's what?
Cece, what would you do if Kelly were in the same situation? Would you want to see her humiliated, ignored, or worse yet, kept locked up?
This has nothing to do with Kelly.
Oh, yes, it could, because they both need the same kind of help. The difference is that you have all the money in the world to help Kelly, and I don't.
Come go home. If it's money that Elvis needs, I can take care of that.
This isn't about money. It's about making a home.
Where? In this house? In this barn? Is that what you're going to make a home for her?
I
Just
will
a place
see
for-
to it.
You're going to look after her?
I'll see to it. No, we'll see to it. I'm going to provide her with a family, and that's what she needs.
Yes, and you think you can give it to? All of a sudden you're the father of the year? You're going to duplicate your success you had with Warren?
Oh. You know, it makes me a little sick seeing Sophia walking around telling people that you have changed. What a crock. What kind of face have you put on for her when you're around her?
I want you and your whole group out of here, and I mean it now, because I may have an agent coming to show the house this afternoon.
You put the house on the market?
Yes.
He is bluffing. He wouldn't want to get rid of his private memorial.
Guess again. Of course, it may not last on the market very long. Anyone with a bicycle to trade can make me an offer.
Even if he gave this place away, it's still a ripoff. Living next door to you is too high a price to pay. Am I free to go?
Yeah, as long as you don't come back. Say goodbye to the old homestead, Lionel.
I hope Gaddafi buys it as a summer place. Come on.
I hope I'm not imposing.
Oh, no, not at all. I actually have some office work to do, but I couldn't do it until I sat at my desk.
Oh, you're moving in.
I actually... look, I think I can get you something. I think... I don't think we have any...
No, come on, please. Don't put yourself out. I'm so rude. I should have called before I came over. You know, Cruz could not stop talking about you.
Well, I'm a little embarrassed to say he didn't mention you.
Why are you embarrassed?
Everybody mentions when they know a big star. I mean, you know, Cruz, though, he probably wouldn't.
Well, he certainly bragged about you, about how much in love he was and how happy he was and how beautiful you are.
Oh, I wish I didn't look the way I do. I look better.
You look fine, really.
Well, you must know Cruz very well in order for him to chatter on about it.
Oh, he only chattered about you. In fact, over lunch, I couldn't help but thinking how much he's changed.
You had lunch?
Yeah, you know, he seems so calm now.
Cruz is calm. He wasn't like that when you knew him?
Well, I would say he was more, restless. I don't know, I'm not an authority. It's just the way that it seems. I have got a rehearsal. I've got to get out of here. We're opening in just a couple days.
Oh, I'm gonna go. We'll break a leg.
Well, thank you. Would you and Cruz like to be my guest that opening night?
That's very nice. I don't know if Cruz is free.
Oh, or any other night. Doesn't make any difference. Just leave a message for me at the box office, okay?
Okay. Well, I assume we'll be seeing each other a lot since you're moving in.
I hope so.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
You two are going to join forces to whitewash Santana's crimes, huh?
Did I walk in on a strategy session? She was just leaving.
I've got an idea for you. Why don't you ask Miss Lily Light to make up some bumper stickers for you? You know, like the ones the Save the Whale people have? They could say, Save Santana. Never mind that she tried to murder me and mow down Eden.
You know, I don't remember you protesting when some leniency was thrown your way.
It doesn't matter what you say, Cruz. And you two can talk from now till doomsday. But I'm going to show that judge a little bit about victims' rights.
Just what we need.
What's the matter to you?
I wanted to hurt Santana's chances.
Really? I'm surprised you're so concerned.
You want your wife sent up there ever, do you?
Would be the first time you sold her out.
Cut the avenging husband routine. Santana's out of the way. I noticed how quickly you set up housekeeping with Eden.
And I noticed that you like to play Santana's defender when it suits you, pal.
I have a whole lot to gain, right?
No, to lose. You know, when that assault charge comes to trial, so with the question of Santana's medication.
So?
So those street drugs didn't just crawl into that prescription bottle.
You accusing me?
You got it. You know what else? Drop charges or no, I'm not gonna sleep until I nail you, Keith.
You ruined Santana's life, not me. She gave you love. All you gave her was guilt, lies, and neglect.
You make one mistake. That's all I need.
Oh, it goes both ways. Where the hell is Kelly Perkins?
You want to discuss that case again?
Well, there's nothing to discuss, is there? You haven't learned a damn thing since she disappeared. I read files, you know. I hear rumors. Seems to me that you sat on the investigation of C.C. Capwell's attempted murder, didn't you? Rumor was as you did it to protect Eden. I wonder if you do the same thing for her sister.
I'll find her sister.
You do. And you keep your nose clean. Because if you don't, the next investigation is going to be on you.
So much for her and for her little boy.
Actually, Brandon still thinks of Gina as his mother.
The child's love is so complete, so void of suspicion.
Actually, Gina's wonderful to him. She is. I wouldn't think you'd find that surprising, knowing her hidden heart as you do.
Are you drawn to her, Mason?
Are you, Lily? Is that why we're here?
I don't understand.
Well, in befriending Santana, you must realize that you're deeply involving Gina. Helping one hurts the other.
No, Mason. Helping one helps us all.
That may be true, but I don't think Gina's going to see it that way.
Well, she will one day. She's going to shed tears of joy when she changes the way she lives her life. Hello, Inspector.
His light? You're not here for the hearing.
No, just moral support.
Well, no offense, but support this moral I'm not sure we need.
Hello, Cruz.
Hi. Good to see you. I hope you won't mind if I sit in today.
Santana Cruz can help us. He can give us a strong front.
Thank you.
Lily?
Hello, Mr. Timmons.
Miss Light.
Oh, I'm glad to see you've reconsidered some of my advice.
Well, I've decided to do the humane thing, but believe me, it had nothing to do with your advice.
You'll be rewarded, Mr. Timmons.
You know, I had a soft spot in my heart for Mrs. Castile. We used to sleep together.
Yes, that's what everyone says.
This is a closed hearing. Absolutely nobody is supposed to come in.
Yes, Mr. Timmons.
Hey, wait!
Sorry, ma'am. I can't let you go in there.
Yeah, but what do you mean? I'm the injured party.
Hi, handsome.
Hey, sweetheart. What?
You'll never guess who I just met.
I give up. Who?
Victoria Lane,
You're right. I'll never guess.
the actress.
Oh. Oh.
She's very pretty.
Oh.
Well, I don't need to know how pretty.
Well, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, you being the 10, she's a definite 4.
Now I know why I came here.
Where'd you meet this Victoria Lane?
She stopped by Cruz's. She's from Santa Barbara. She's in town doing summer stock at the Librero.
Oh, that's right. When I got my season tickets, they mentioned something about her being a local girl, yeah?
Evidently, she and Cruz go way back.
Go back to what?
Do you remember her hearing her name when she used to live here?
Sweetheart, she was a little young for me then. Why?
I'm just curious.
Ask Cruz.
I just wondered why I never knew her.
Well, sweetheart, you were in Paris for 5 years, remember? I mean, a lot could happen there. If there was anything important, I'm sure Cruz would have told you.
I knew it. I knew you'd think I was prying and acting jealous.
Jealous? And the thought never entered my mind. Tens never get jealous of fours.
I should know not to pump you for information. I need a perfect stranger.
Now, you know what you need? You need to remember that Cruz worships the ground you walk on. And you cannot blame him for not having the presence of mind to seek you out and propose to you in nursery school.
You're right,
I know, I'm always right.
but you're no help.
Where are you going now?
I'm gonna go hit up my other sources. When you hang out with a detective long enough, you learn some tricks.
Ciao, Belle.
I have sworn statements from Mrs. Castillo's doctor and pharmacist. The pills that she was instructed to take were simple antihistamines, both non-habit forming and without behavioral side effects. We believe that my client's prescription medication was deliberately and without her knowledge replaced with the amphetamine-type drug that was found in her bloodstream.
Replaced by whom and with what purpose?
Inspector?
Your Honor, that subject is under investigation right now by my department. All I could say at this point is that there were those who stood to gain from making my wife appear to be of diminished capacity and judgment.
Be that as it may, the outcome of that investigation has absolutely no bearing with the matter before us today. You can see in the prosecution's report that the state has absolutely no desire to pursue further charges stemming from the accidental shooting of Mrs. Capwell.
Now, we must also note the most recent physician's report, which indicates excellent progress in Mrs. Castillo's condition.
Yes, in light of her recovery in the state hospital, we submit that only the original charge of attempted vehicular manslaughter stand, recognizing that any subsequent actions of Mrs. Castillo were only the result of circumstances beyond her control.
I'm inclined to agree with you. However, Inspector, that police report on the shooting was very damaging.
Yes, Your Honor. I was present at the scene of the shooting, as was most everyone in this room, and I think we would all testify that the effects of the pills had rendered the defendant a stranger. No one here bears her any anger or blame whatsoever, which I hope both you and my wife will see.
Thank you, Inspector. Mr. Timmons, irrelevant in your eyes or not, I think it behooves your office to lend its fullest support to the police in tracing the roots of that drug which came into the hands of Mrs. Castillo.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Hello, Lynn. How's it going?
Oh, pretty fair, pretty fair.
I admire both parties' empathy for Mrs. Castillo and the way in which this entire group has worked.
Do you also admire murder?
This hearing is supposed
She tried to kill me.
Gina.
I don't think anybody else. Order! You get out of here! Order!
Hey,
Just
don't
get your hands up.
Hey, Gina,
Be close.
get out of here.
What about me? I suffered enough because of you.
Get her out of here.
Things you've done to me.
If you have a complaint, you take it to Mr. Timmons after this hearing.
Oh, yeah, a fat lot of good that's going to do me. I'm going to take it on the Supreme Court. She'll probably kill somebody next time. You let go of me. Let's go.
Yeah, no, thanks anyway. I'll call back a couple of days. Yeah, right. Yeah, thanks.
No news?
No, a couple of crank calls, that's all.
I'm sorry. I don't know how anybody could be so cruel.
This happens when you put out that kind of an ad, you know?
Well, Pearl, are you sure that Brian has a chance of seeing you?
I don't know. I hit all the biggies. Look at here. New York Times, Chicago Daily News, Frisco Chronicle, Globe. If he's still out there, maybe we get lucky. I tell you what I do. I give the newspapers a little lead time. After that, boom, I'm on my own.
No, you're not.
Hi, folks.
Yeah.
Look, we just showed up in a real estate listing.
What's that? Right here, a luxurious estate nestled among acres of exquisite gardens, once owned by one of Santa Barbara's founding families. Motivated seller seeks best offer. I'm terribly sorry about this lion.
What are you sorry about? I put in a bid. My money's as good as anyone.
No offense, but what money, lion?
And besides, after Uncle CC sees that you're involved, he's not going to want to sell.
But he's not going to see I'm involved, is he? And in the meantime, Alice, do you think that you can be comfortable here? Good.
I hate to burst your bubble, Lion, but you're talking about pulling some Major League wool over Mr. C's eyes.
Which is what I've been doing on a more or less monthly basis since I was 5.
I warned you.
You sold me out just like you did her.
I saved your butt. As soon as that hearing's over, and then people are going to stop wondering about who spiked Santana's pills.
But they'll find out you knew about it as well.
Then we'll have a hearing of our own. She almost cited you for contempt.
I don't care.
Well, you better start caring. You know what the penalty is for what you did to Santana? 15 to 30 years. You think about that before you throw your next tantrum.
I'll throw anything I want to. And you just go ahead and kiss up to that judge. It's what you're best at anyway.
Eve.
What?
Hey, Lou. Come on, court is reconvening. The judge is ready to make a ruling.
As I began to say earlier, this case presents a number of contradicting circumstances. However, I have weighed all of your statements very carefully, particularly those of Mr. Timmons. If in the eyes of the prosecutor no compelling interest of the state is served by arraigning Mrs. Castillo's multiple charges, I will accept his motion for dismissal. Mrs. Castillo is to be bound over for trial in the sole original charge of attempted vehicular manslaughter. And until that time, she is to return to the state psychiatric facility for further treatment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mrs. Castillo, your progress and courage in recovery is to be commended.
Thank you.
This hearing is adjourned.
Everything is going to be okay. We couldn't have planned it any better.
I could have. If only you still practiced earthly law. Happy now?
Very. But I'll even be happier when Gina Capwell stops destroying young, innocent lives.
Has that happened often? I mean, you being upstaged by an entrance like that? You really do hate her, don't you?
I hate no one.
I don't care what you do to her. Just leave me out of it, okay?
Oh, I have no qualms about you. I know there's still some good left, Keith.
Oh, you don't know how good I can be, honey.
The most I expect for the hit and run is a suspended sentence.
Really?
You just concentrate on getting well. That's all you have to worry about.
Well, it helped me to have Lily Light here. Actually, to have all of you here. I don't know how I can thank you.
How about thanking Cruz?
I can't.
Just a few words, Santana. You owe him that.
Listen, I'm really glad things turned out well.
Yes, well, I still have to face the charges that you've arranged for me.
Please don't.
All right, I'm sorry. Thank you for helping me.
Sometime the day will never come when you can't count on me.
I think it would be best if we don't see each other after this.
If that's what you want, and we should change your mind.
Are you ready, Mrs. Castillo?
Yes. Cruz, will you tell Brandon I love him?
Of course I will.
Well, I'll be glad when she's finally free.
I have faith that it won't be long.
You know, no one's saying it, but everyone is aware that it's thanks to you that Santana put down the gun before she made things go from bad to worse.
Oh, not thanks to me. Thanks to a power greater than all of us.
Okay. No offense, but it's getting really hard to talk to you, Mason.
You find kindness and understanding make for poor conversation, Julia?
No. No, it's just that it's making my blood sugar rise. Was that a smile I just saw from you? Oh, yes, it was. Oh, come on, Mason, say it. Please? Just one nasty word? I know you really want to. Okay, just whisper it. I'll listen very carefully. Just say anything. I can take it. I promise I won't tell Lily.
I'll be coming to see Santana from time to time, if there's no objection.
Come to see me sometime.
Are you ready, Lily?
Julia, you were an inspiration to me today.
Why, thank you, Lily.
Good day, Counselor.
Adios.
Keith, I would like a word with you.
Yes.
I've heard some very disturbing rumors about the source of the drugs that someone was supplying Mrs. Castillo.
I made an error in judgment in offering my attentions to a married woman. Of that I am guilty and nothing else.
I am sure that Inspector Castillo's investigation will put those rumors to rest. I would sincerely regret seeing you become a victim at the end of all this.
We'll take her out one of these days.
Who?
The boat.
Out?
On the water. You like that?
I'd like anything. Where does the water go?
On and on. Other countries, islands, China, North Pole.
Stay here for now.
Okay. You know, I'm very glad you're here. I'm glad that we got you out of that other place.
Me too. Bill's hospital was a lot better.
You mean other than Dr. Rollins's?
The first one.
How many were there? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what's really important? That you feel at home here. That you feel that you belong. That you can do anything you want.
Feel safer at your house?
Well, we'll be there very soon, I hope. What about your family? There must be someone. Do you remember anything about your mother?
I didn't know her. She left me some money, though. That was nice.
About your father?
I don't know.
Is he alive?
I hope so.
You remember him?
Some.
Sometimes it's good to remember it. Sometimes it's not. You know, when I was a little boy, I had this favorite pillow. That pillow and I were inseparable. I used to, hold on to it all night long. My grandmother made it with her own hands. And she said it had the dreams built right in.
Do you still have it?
Oh, no. One day I lost it. I must have been about 5 or 6. A maid, I think, threw it out because it was too old and worn or something. I looked for it as long as I could until I was so tired I had to go to sleep. When I finally did fall asleep, I had the most beautiful dream. I guess we have to forget the past and trust the future.
I dream all the time.
Do you? Are they good?
You're the first one that's ever come true.
Hello? Hi.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Alice. Where is everybody?
Well, they're out doing an errand for it. No, not an errand. They are on a mission to get the Lockridge home back to its rightful owner and maybe provide a home for a very good friend of mine. Yeah. A home we can go to together.
Don't muss my hair.
I'm messing with your neck. I thought I told you to wait in bed.
I heard the vacuum cleaner calling me from the closet. Listen, do you mind if I take some of those books and set them up over there?
Not at all, but I'll do it. I don't want you doing physical labor
Hey, you're
around
talking
here.
to Superwoman. I can do it all. At least she would have if she didn't have company.
What's his name and where is he?
An old friend of yours stopped by. Victoria Lane.
Oh, yeah, I ran into her earlier at Buzz's.
She told me. She asked me to tell you that she thanked you for lunch. She found a place to live, which is right through that window. She's probably looking at us now with binoculars.
That's funny. I would have thought she'd want a place closer to town.
Because of the play?
You two must have had quite a talk.
She was nice. She offered us tickets to opening night. Are you free? I'm sure you'd like to go.
Oh, well, you know, whatever, if you do.
I can't believe you didn't tell me anything. Here I open the door. I look terrible. I'm cleaning. I haven't the foggiest idea you know anybody semi-famous.
I didn't think it was important.
You go to lunch with a curvaceous young person, woman, and you don't think I'd be interested?
I knew you'd be interested.
Well, if she was any prettier, I'd be jealous if she hadn't told me all the nice things you said about me.
She was lying. She made it up.
Well, what was she like when she lived here?
Well, she was like she is now, but younger.
She said you two were very good friends.
Seems like decades ago.
I bet you she had all kinds of would-be boyfriends panning after her, didn't she?
I'm sure.
Did you pant? Or didn't you have to?
You know, Eden, we could use an interrogator like you downtown.
I'm just curious.
Really? Is that all it is?
All right, fine. You be secretive. I won't tell you about Renato in Paris.
Who's Renato?
We were just good friends.
Hey, where are you going?
Actresses have time to chit-chat. Superwomen do not. If you are hungry, there are leftovers in the refrigerator.
Come here. Kiss me goodbye. This is what I'm like when I'm panting.
Clean up the house, will you? Before any celebrities drop by.
I was so moved when the judge praised Santana's bravery. Isn't the world wonderful?
More wonderful for some than others. No one seemed too moved when Gina came stamping in on her game leg.
Her road to healing's going to be a long one. She has to heal from the inside out.
Yeah, she'll have to heal her vices first.
Yes.
Instruct me in something, Lily. What exactly constitutes a vice? I mean, I know that drinking is one, but aren't there degrees? I mean, is, say, an occasional glass of brandy considered a vice?
Well, to my mind, it is.
Then Brick Wallace accused you of one. Said he actually saw it.
Well, I hold nothing against Brick. Brick's a disturbed man who's just trying to discredit me. Why don't we go out and celebrate Santana's victory?
Fine. How about dinner?
Okay, well, give me a few minutes to shower and change.
Take your time. I'll wait.
There are 5 working fireplaces in the main house.
That's quite impressive.
Usually, Miss Bodine, we prefer to meet with the prospective buyer personally.
Oh, well, it seems as though my client has been detained at a board meeting. One of his board meetings.
I'm afraid you didn't give me his name.
Well, I furnished his card.
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, how silly of me.
I'm afraid that I will need his name before we take the negotiations any further.
Well, yes, of course. It's Michael. Mr. Michael.
Baldwin Bradford III. It is a pleasure, madam.
Mr. Bradford, Eleanor Carson.
How do you do? I was just about to show Miss Bodine the kitchen and the dining room.
I've just taken a quick tour of the grounds. They're quite satisfactory. In fact, they are exquisite. If the rest of the house is equally as beautiful, we should make short work of this, I am sure. Shall we, ladies?
Sweetheart. You looking for this? I have a bad habit of opening mail that is hand-delivered to the house.
Invasion of privacy.
Well, I thought it was business. It was unsealed.
I bet.
Your friend was very thorough with the paper. There's collection clippings there. Makes you a qualified member of the Victoria Lane fan club, I'm sure.
Well, why not? Everybody else seems to belong. These are all about her time in Los Angeles.
Silly newspapers. More interested in her credits and her contracts than in her and your boyfriend. There is nothing about Cruz in there.
Well, if there was, I bet you got rid of it.
I would not do that. Well, I would if there was. There wasn't, so I didn't. Will you drop the whole thing already, please?
Now, that's not a piece of advice I've known you to take.
Well, if I hadn't, your mother and I wouldn't be together now. Well, let me tell you something. There are certain questions that should be unasked and unanswered. Now, how would you like if an old boyfriend of yours came and ruffled up things for you and Cruz, huh?
Of course not. Though at the moment, I wouldn't mind if one came along and tried.
You,
I'm an idiot, huh?
yes, but you're precious.
Twice in one day. We have to stop meeting like this.
Eden told me that the two of you met.
Yes. She's everything that you said she was.
Have I ever lied to you? She told me that you found a place.
Thanks to you.
It's a nice area.
Cruz, I won't be stopping by like that again unannounced. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
I'm quite enthusiastic. Actually, I'm completely carried away.
It is lovely, isn't it?
Would $700,000 suffice it to show my good faith?
Oh, I certainly think so, Mr. Bradford.
Make it 8. I will not be outbid.
Mr. Bradford's very decisive.
Well, I will contact my client immediately. We'll draw up the necessary papers and have them delivered.
Miss Carson, you are a wonder.
Well, there is just one small matter, Mr. Bradford.
Yes, of course. What's that?
My client, C.C. Capel, has asked to meet personally with a prospective buyer. He lives right across the way. We could head right over there now, if you like.
Mason?
Oh, no, you don't.
Don't you think you've done enough for one day?
I just started, sweetheart. What is it you want from me?
I want to change your life.
And I want to change your face. I can see why you and Santana have been hanging out together. I mean, you're two of a kind. Why don't you go and join her in the psych ward?
So defensive. So full of self-pity. I'll have you where I want you yet.
Well, maybe you're just going to have to settle for throwing darts at my pictures in your scrapbooks. I don't know what you and Mason are up to or who's doing what to who. What did he do, make you have plastic surgery?
I've never been ashamed of the face given to me, not till I met you.
Then why don't you just stay out of mine?
Not until I'm through with you.
Why am I your main ambition in life? I mean, there's plenty of sleazy social climbers around this town. Why me?
Because you're the worst of the lot. And you know that in the bottom of your heart. You know you're a liar, and you're a murderess, and you're unclean. You're an unclean slut.
Just like old times.
Hello, Keith.
Gee, I'm flattered you remembered.
Excuse us, man. We were having a conversation.
Oh, I like to reminisce with the old gang. Come on. I'd say you look great, Victoria, but you were never my type.
There are plenty of empty tables around here, pal. Why don't you pick one?
Katie died yesterday. Well, 5 years yesterday. It just seems like yesterday to me. You remember Katie? Bruce remembers Katie. Katie? My sister! She's the one that died. Well, that guy just came here to say welcome. I wonder who's going to be hurt this time. No, I don't. I know.